It is Wednesday, January 15th. I got the date right. Wow. And I'm back. We're here. Carl, John, myself. It's Wednesday night, 6:30. And we are This Fan's View at your best local sports or Philly sports. We'll go local. Anyway, we're here. What's up? Don't mind if I don't talk a whole lot today.
I think you just shot your load right there. I think you're done for the night.
Yeah, I think I'm done for the night.
Mm-hmm. So, as you can see, we have a little bit of
I think we need more stuff on this table.
Well, Harold Carmichael's going into the Hall of Fame
I
today.
know.
Is a pretty impressive
that is big
feat, you know?
Yes. So
he sat at this table here himself.
Yep.
A couple of times.
A few times, right?
A couple of times.
You know, so
I got a great but before we
you got
dig in this no. This is Harold. This is Harold's night.
Yes.
This is Harold's night. And thank you, by the way, for all the decorations and whatnot. But long overdue. You know, Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys. But for us, it's all about Harold.
Right.
You know, but one of the times that he came in the store to do a signing, and he was early, and he was walking around, and this is a great story. He looked up at one of the was a helmet or a football, and he's like, "Who signed this?" And I was like, "Deshaun Jackson." He goes, "Except for the label on the front, how would you know that?" He goes, "That's legalized graffiti." So he proceeds to tell me a story that he had dropped a couple of footballs into Deshaun's locker to get signed.
Right.
And he signed them for him. He was using them for a fundraiser. And he gave them back to him. He goes, "I can't use these."
Right.
He goes, "These are horrible."
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "When are you going to learn to write your name?" And at the time, he was the liaison to, players, kind of migrating into the professional ranks. And,
right.
He was out in front. He was on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
He was, I guess a front office employee, but he kind of, led things. Players hoped to go down the right road. And,
Right.
A
mentor to him.
He didn't have much success with Deshaun, but I got the thing, and I put something up today about it. It's kind of when I watch Good Morning Football, and they had him live, and I was like, this. How long's he been holding this secret in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he told the whole story that he heard about it a couple of weeks ago, but the only person he could tell was his wife.
Right.
And he was pretty stoked.
Yeah, honestly.
But I go back to the Chip Kelly era, and that name's been popping up a lot lately.
I wonder why.
And one of the moves that he made, I don't know if he fired, dismissed Harold, whatever, of his duties. He was no longer, on the field because he used to be there game day.
Right.
Yeah.
He used to be on the sidelines game day, whether it was Andy Reid, whoever was the coach.
Right.
He's been, a Philadelphia Eagle, and, Chip came in and gave him the boot, and then he just became a fan
liaison.
He was a greeter, So I'm kind of hoping maybe Eagles kind of reel him back in and
Nice.
do something special for him. So
because didn't Chip Kelly do that to I think a few of the former Eagles?
Yeah,
like that. It was just why do you get rid of your history?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't pretty, but Chip's gone. Harold's still here. Harold's not going anywhere. He is going into Canton.
Right.
And when is that? August, September?
I think it is August
2020.
Mid-
what did you tell me today? They're inducting how many? 13?
I think it's 10 players and
10?
3 coaches, maybe.
So that's 13 on top of the original.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For the 100th anniversary.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's Cowher and Johnson. Who's the other? Who's the third?
They were doing it all through today on the NFL channel. They did mention a couple. I'm not sure who the other
Well, they did
Coach
Jimmy Johnson the other day on,
Right.
on the national network, along with
Cower.
Cower
Right.
from Pittsburgh.
So-
They did one each day.
So let me hear both of your thoughts on. First of all, the way they did Johnson, I thought was awesome. Was never a big fan of his for obvious reasons, but I do think it was very cool the way they did it.
Yeah. Well, both him and Cower.
Well,
Same-
Cower,
I didn't see Cower.
Cower the day before, he had his whole family there.
Oh,
His
really?
Wife, two
Yeah,
girls.
I didn't see that one.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that
if
was
it was
kinda
two
cool.
girls, but I know.
Yeah, it was
I think it was
just the
wife
one.
and daughter, right?
Yeah.
You know, and
Two coaches.
yeah,
Okay.
Two coaches
you know,
and 10 players.
just absolutely.
And then the third person was Steve Stable.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but you've got an executive from the Giants going in.
Yeah, there
Right.
was-
I mean, there's a long list.
Okay.
You know, they're kind of like building up to when is the announcement this week, right?
it should be this week because in between the Super Bowl.
You know, the
after-
announcement's coming for the regular guys.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah, I think it's probably maybe next week for the after the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Or
So
what,
this
leading
is we got another Hall of Famer. Good to see the three amigos again,
Yes, it is.
Joe Stinger.
Yes, it is.
We're annoyed at you, Joe, that you're in Clearwater
I know.
and we're not.
Showing off all your nice pictures.
Yeah,
Of how warm it is.
and taking pictures for everybody, and now they're all using them. That's awesome,
But
That's
the good thing is
fantastic.
you're wearing your This Fan's View shirt.
Exactly right.
right? Yeah,
I think that was the best picture he took, and he didn't take it. But no, he does take really good pictures.
he does.
Yeah.
He does.
So
Yeah, even if they're flowers or the sky.
doesn't
or,
matter.
You
He's
know.
definitely takes good pictures.
Yeah, somebody today used the picture that he took of the Phillies hat on top of a glove,
Mm.
showing the new hat.
Right, that was pretty cool.
And somebody, one of the, I guess, networks.
Mm.
Somebody used it. Yeah, because they gave him credit. Photo credit.
Mm.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
cool. That's very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Got a lot of compliments for his T-shirt too for This Fan's View.
Of course.
You know,
It's a good shirt.
Well, you have to come out to one of our events. I hear we're going to be giving some away.
yeah,
Really?
That's what that rumor has.
that's a rumor.
Okay.
That's what rumor has.
And talking about giving things away,
Oh, are we doing this now?
I guess we're gonna have to do this now because I gotta get this over with.
Yeah, get over it. I know it's been eating at you.
It's been eaten here. We've, I've been holding out hopes of,
Wait, where's the big guy in the blue jacket?
Yeah.
Coming?
we need the president of the Football Hall of Fame here. But
Hold it up. Let everybody see.
we got this year we had a fun fantasy football
You're a
season.
horrible inductee or presenter, rather. You're a horrible presenter.
I'm
You're
trying to
doing
lead it.
this with no passion. You're doing this with no integrity. You could care less.
I am
Oh.
trying.
Could care less.
I'm
For
giving-
17 weeks, you got your ass handed to you, and now you can't even get this right.
I'm trying.
Wow.
So you're putting too much pressure here. We had a great season this year with the fantasy football, and this year the viewers or the host won. So this is yours, Mario.
Oh! I actually did have something to do with this.
You got us one of the ones.
Yes, I did. I did one of the ones. But if you notice, it does say Henderson Trophy on here. 2019 fantasy football host champion and 2019 fantasy football This Fan's View champion
Yep.
overall. And we got the nice little stickers on the side,
They're
on the
labels.
front. Okay, they're labels. So either way, they're
They're
stuck here.
decals.
Decals.
They're decals, and we don't have confetti. Sorry, but
Well, if I knew it was presentation night, I would have got some.
but it was very well deserved because you kicked my ass so many times. So
Yeah. So this was a combination of everybody's trophy, and then also yours because you were the main winner between the hosts.
You still can't do it, can you?
Congratulations, champ.
You still can't do it.
hey, congratulations, Carl.
I'll put that right there.
Yeah.
And you
You
can
did
come.
a good job.
You
You might want to move it. It's kind of blocking you a little bit.
blocking me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Oh, good.
That's not a bad thing.
Well,
Where would you like me to put it? Over here.
don't ask John that question.
All right.
know,
we'll put it over there. So
that's been
so
a
that-
long-awaited
that
trophy.
that piece of business is taken care of.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, everybody could see pictures of it. We have it on the Facebook page.
Yes, John did a nice job of posting.
You know, so congratulations.
Hard for you to do.
It is. It is. It
Right.
is. But you know,
The Philly motto: "There's always next year."
there's always next year. There's always the playoffs.
That is true.
You know, which you are leading right at the moment. I will.
One more-
You are leading right at the moment, but you are one player behind. So you better hope that Green Bay wins this week. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dolly.
Next.
She's the only one.
No. You got a couple
Yeah,
other
there's-
there.
John has too much crow in his mouth to give a decent presentation.
Oh, that's true. No one,
Oh, that's funny.
no one said it. That's not true. I tried.
That is funny.
We got you the trophy.
Yeah.
You know, and I know your trophy case is all filled up, but you got your trophy now.
Yeah. So John and I had many conversations about putting that together for you. So,
Mhm. So
all right.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you. I have no acceptance speech because I kicked his ass, and that's all. That's
all you worried about.
That's all I worried about.
I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that.
I didn't want to finish second or third, so it was all good. I put up with you all week,
You did.
all year.
Well, you know, I was a bridesmaid twice. What can I tell you? You know,
How you making
God.
out in the money league?
oh, the money league. Well, I won a championship.
Well, that's all that matters, right?
You know,
You got that one?
I got that one. I didn't have to play against you. That's why.
Oh man.
You know, you just keep throwing darts, and you're lucky at the darts that you throw.
Oh man, dude, you're gonna use a blind squirrel one now too?
Yeah, well, yeah. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once. in a while.
Wow. I think I might have to sit in the middle, separate you guys.
If he's not here next week, you all
You know
know.
what?
You all know what the penalty was.
Oh man.
Nope, Carl or Mario actually did.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't expense that?
No.
Come on.
No.
You can. Let me know how that works
Yeah,
out.
exactly. You could try.
Oh man.
But
I'll tell
no,
you.
it was a good year.
So
So is that how we're doing it every year? The loser pays for the trophy?
There you go. That'll be the new rule.
All right.
okay. No money coming out of my pocket.
I keep coming in second. I'm good.
It is all good in the
Oh
neighborhood.
man.
I'll keep providing the stickers though, or the labels,
All right.
or decals. whatever-
I'll end up buying it every year, so it don't really matter to me.
But,
So, all right, what's next?
but yeah. So we didn't have any rings or anything like the Hall of Fame rings.
Are you still grieving?
No, it's all good.
No, time to move on.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You don't need a Snickers or anything.
Nah, it's all good.
That's
all
after,
good.
that's after the show.
Yeah. Well,
So, what's your thoughts moving forward with the Eagles? They're kicking around. They need a offensive coordinator, a receiving coach, and a defensive backs coach. Right? They need three.
mm-hmm.
They already decided Schwartz is staying, right?
Yeah. Well, he didn't get the Cleveland job.
Right.
Right.
He didn't get the Cleveland job.
So
Kudos to a Delco guy, Kazansky. What's his name?
going to the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I thought
the
he
what the
was
heck's his name? His
um,
father was the GM of
Stefanski.
Stefanski. Sorry, I knew I'd butcher that.
Um,
Who is going to be the first to get Harold Carmichael for a signing? I don't know. Let me know, Bill. Let me know. Let me know. He, no sour grapes, but he backed out on me a couple of months ago. So
Did he really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. His representative felt, that it was obvious that he was going to get in,
Right.
doubled the price, and
Really?
it just never. We just couldn't get to the finish line.
Stefanski.
Stefanski, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
Stefanski.
Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah. Lay out the red carpet for Heinz Ward. I don't know. Do we
Yeah.
want Heinz Ward as the receiving coach?
yeah, I don't know about that. It's
What is he in? He's in New York, right? He's with the Jets.
yeah.
What's he doing with the Jets?
Robbie Anderson's doing
Probably not much, right? But they win 4 or 5 games
Mm-hmm.
because you can't bring him in and make him the offensive coordinator. He doesn't have
No.
enough experience.
No, and then there was talks that Deal Football might come back as the offensive coordinator, but he got fired.
Twice.
Yeah. Well,
Like Vikings
did he
and
last the season with the Vikings?
yeah, twice he's been fired since he
Yeah.
left.
So,
But I'm hearing Jeffrey Lurie likes him,
yeah,
and Jeffrey Lurie's calling all the shots now,
yeah,
or some of them.
yeah, the big ones.
So what do you think about Deuce getting a promotion and becoming the offensive coordinator? Would you be okay with that?
I would. I think, unfortunately, he got screwed up by being passed over last year. That he should have gotten the job last year,
So you think that's
and
gonna,
just keeping the. I think you got to kind of go outside the organization a little bit.
You do.
Yeah, and Stefanski, you're not really going out of it if he was the guy. I mean, not Stefanski, Deal of Football. If you're going out since he came, he's coming back. But
I think Deuce is deserving to get the
is.
job, regardless if they passed him over last year. I think he's done a lot of good things with the running backs.
Oh no, he's definitely.
I think he's very capable and very knowledgeable of the offense.
Yeah, I just think you got to make a change, and that's he wouldn't be really much of a change
Well, why wouldn't it be?
because it's still you're still within the organization right now. So
But you're keeping that cohesiveness together. You know what I
is that
mean?
a good thing?
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it is because I think you need that. I think that the players need to see that.
Well, I mean, and like I said, I mean, he's definitely
good.
deserving.
I think it's good for the organization. I really do. And trust me, I'm not Deuce's agent. I'm not getting a dime out of this.
Oh no, I mean, no,
you know what I mean? I'm just pulling for the guy.
Yeah, no, he definitely deserves it. I mean,
assistant head coach is higher than offensive coordinator. No, I think that assistant head coach thing is
It's just a title.
is just a title.
so they can't lose him.
I think it's a title and a couple extra dollars.
Right.
But
But it could still be the same.
Is it a nothing job, Nick? I don't know. Eric Bieniemy, he's got a growth chart with Andy in
With
Kansas
Andy.
City. So, I mean, I think it's a dual, it's a dual situation. I think Doug could probably use the input, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I think.
You think?
Well, you never really asked me my opinion. That one show you ran for 40 minutes and didn't shut up. I think we got the message that that Doug was the wrong man for the job, and you were trying to get him fired.
I wasn't trying to get him fired. I just wanted him to do his job better.
But I think Deuce has. I think Deuce is deserving. I
No,
really do.
I agree.
I think Deuce is deserving, and then you go outside, and maybe you bring in Hines Ward to be the receivers coach, and let him, kind of mold into the situation.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to do something, and then, we got a lot of guys already hired in different spots.
But you're not going to get a big name. You know what I mean? You're not going to get a big name.
you don't think?
No. Not when your head coach calls the plays.
No, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Just like Andy brought in, Bieniemy, and he was pretty much fresh right out of, playing. And you all right over there?
Yeah, fine.
Seriously? We're not to call medic in the middle of the show, are we?
Nah, I just
I don't handle all that stuff very well. So
It's still suffering a little bit.
yeah, I could see that. That's not good.
Yeah, like you said, because he's calling the plays. I mean,
Hey, Nick Graff agrees with me
Wow,
about that.
that's
huh?
a
Wow.
first.
Huh?
That's a first.
Nick Graff
Write that down.
agrees with me.
Now we know why it's going to snow tomorrow. Just saying. Like I said,
Mike Taylor brings up an interesting point because, are you going to piss Deuce off again?
Right.
well,
You know what I
Right.
mean? Again, a second time.
Yeah.
well, that's
You know what I mean?
that's like I said is the only thing is he got for lack of better words he got screwed last year.
Well, that's when they made him the
You know.
assistant head coach,
Right,
and
just
probably
to-
gave him an extra, Snickers bar, and
Right.
said, deal with it. And
Yeah, but
but I think he's done a good job with his running backs. You know what I mean? Whether they're the old beat up guys or the new practice squads, I think he's done a great job. communicating and, getting things across. And I think you need to reward people like that.
No, I agree. But
Yeah.
would he want that job here because of knowing the fact that he's not going to be calling the plays?
I think it's a stepping stone for him
Yeah.
to put it on his resume for hopefully getting
head job.
a head coaching interview at least.
Right. Oh no.
So
Yeah, I think they already decided they were
enough
they were
of the
keeping him.
Deuce Staley hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
What are they going to do in the draft? What do you think? Mock drafts got him going.
I know.
Got
Cornerback.
cornerback, safety. I mean, you okay with that?
No.
You're not okay with that.
No. We need wide receivers.
I totally agree.
I mean,
I
we were
think you
talking
take
about
the first 3 picks and
Yeah.
draft 3 wide receivers.
and can half of them be from the championship game? I mean, I we were talking about it today. I don't know that any of the Eagles wide receivers from this year's team could have played on that National League championship game for either team to start.
I don't disagree.
I mean,
I don't disagree.
it's that's where we need to go. You just got to get talented, like major talent.
Speak about talented. Did you watch any of the games this weekend?
Oh yeah,
Did you watch the Kansas City game?
yes I did.
That was a mess.
How about that?
Once the momentum switched.
Yeah, but see, you got Mahomes, you got Kelsey. With those two,
But early in that game, up 24
Oh, I know.
nothing.
I know.
Up 24
Yep.
You can't.
and then
Yeah,
they
but
got
that-
nothing
I'm
after
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. You cannot let that happen.
42 straight. Well, 41. They missed the extra
5
point.
straight touchdowns.
Yeah,
6.
6.
Yeah,
unanswered.
unanswered, and then they got seven straight possessions.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
7 straight
That was
possessions.
crazy.
Yep.
I just saw those people in Kansas City, and it was cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And they had nothing to cheer about. They just slumped down in their seats. And I was like, oh, my
Yep.
God.
mm-hmm.
I think I put up. I'm like, Big Red, this isn't
Yeah.
Philly. This isn't
yeah,
Philly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then, the momentum swung. A couple of really bad calls. I don't know what Bill O'Brien was thinking. I have no idea.
He outcoached himself.
Yeah, the fake punt.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
was a
absolutely,
mess.
just absolutely the fake punt, the going for it on 4th down and down in the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, just
mhm.
an absolute,
disaster.
So they're playing Green Bay.
no.
No,
No.
Kansas City's playing Titans.
Titan.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah, Kansas
then-
City has the Titans.
that's gonna be
The
a good
Titans
game.
are on a roll. They're
Yeah,
playing
they are.
really good football.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
the
It's gonna be-
hot team.
It's gonna be a good game.
They're the hot team.
It's gonna be a good game. Yeah.
And if who is it? Mike Babel
Yeah,
can find a way to slow down Mahomes.
You want to talk about a coach?
That's
He's
see,
stepped-
that's the key.
Well, their way they're going to slow him down is by just keep feeding Derrick Henry.
Right.
And
Well, that's your big thing. Keep the offense off
Right.
the field. Keep your offense on the field. Keep their offense off the field.
right. I mean, it was a close game. They won the game, Tennessee, earlier this year. 35-32, I think it was.
Is that what it was?
But Bucker missed a tying field goal.
Wasn't that the stretch when Kansas City wasn't playing well?
Yeah, they had a little
Yeah.
They missed 3 or 4.
Yeah.
They lost 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mahomes didn't play.
right.
I think he was
He was-
out.
he was hurt, wasn't he?
injured.
I thought he played, but maybe he was out. But Bucker missed the game tying field goal at the end of regulation there.
So you got the Titans at Kansas City. Who do you like? You got it. You leaning one way or the other?
Well, Kansas City is the best team, I think, left
Do you really?
talent wise.
Really?
Talent-wise.
More so than Kansas City, or
The Tennessee or
San Francisco. More so than San Francisco.
I think more so that just because of a little bit more experience. San Francisco, I think, has a better defense, much better defense, not a better. And Jimmy G's a very good quarterback. All he's done is win, so you can't really count them out either. But I think those two are the two best teams left. But
Hey, there's John Dunn contributing to the show. Henry is 3-0 versus the Chiefs and averages 167 yards a game.
Yeah.
That's a big. Thanks, John. That's a big stat.
well, that's what. Yeah, he had like 180
That's
some. He had 100
that's a big number.
Well, that's
So
what.
what's that tell you right there? They can't stop him.
And that's well, like they said,
That's beast mode.
right.
Yeah.
Not that Kittle's guy.
Yeah. Everybody talks about a 1,000-yard rusher. Well, the last 7 games, Derrick Henry has over 1,000 yards rushing in those 7 games.
Yeah.
As like your benchmark, you want to get to 1,000 yards, but he did it in less than half.
Alabama have anybody good coming out this year?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Alabama, but they had a couple decent ones recently. I'm sure they have some talent there.
So what do you think about the KC San Francisco game? What do you thinking there?
Green Bay and San Francisco.
Green Bay and San Francisco.
I say San Francisco.
You like San Fran? How about you? You leaning?
No,
No.
I'm not.
Can you get your head off the pillow?
I would probably say San Fran. But there's conspiracy.
Uh-oh.
There's
Here we
conspiracy
go.
that it's the State Farm Bowl.
Yeah.
That you're going to have Green Bay.
Christ. Here we go.
Green
Now,
Bay.
now,
go.
now you're gonna have Sue getting on you.
Yeah, I don't know if she's on or not. She's taking care of business, but
Because if you notice, that's all the commercials that they're playing are those two. So if it ends up with those two,
that's
Well,
a
at the big
moneymaker, huh? That's a moneymaker right there for State
so,
Farm.
yeah, I was giving Paul Fitch a bunch of grief, and he's like, "Yeah, State Farm would do that."
Yeah, I mean it's whoever the producer was that got those two as the agents.
Yeah, very smart.
They do a good job.
Yeah.
Very
They
smart.
really they do a good job.
Yeah.
Nick Graff, San Fran by a field goal.
I know that would make Larry happy.
Yeah.
San Fran's second team. Eagles, San
How did you
Francisco.
become a San Fran fan?
Always liked them. Don't know why.
I'm always curious.
Yeah,
Like kids come in the store and I'm like, how did you become a Giants fan? And how did you become this? And, they're like, I don't know, ask my mom.
Right.
And you find out that the parents are from New York and they're raising their kids wrong.
So
Right.
do you have a second team?
I do not.
I like it's not gonna be popular. I like the Patriots a little bit.
See, there's another strike.
Well, just
Where did
just
that come from?
Well, I was just going to tell you because when I played football, was our team was the Patriots. We had the Patriots.
I'm sorry. You guys got to listen to that.
But more so to me, like I like just watching or respecting good football.
Right.
Good football.
Okay.
In general, so it might be different teams, and it's not so much a homer or jumping on the bandwagon
Right.
type of thing, but you gotta respect when
Oh yeah,
the team
definitely.
is good, whether it's the Patriots or whoever might, even the
Yeah.
49ers when they had their run.
So
Yep.
Jerry Nalen brings up a good point about Tannehill. How long can he keep it going?
Yeah,
He reminds me a lot of Nick Foles when he came in. The Titans made the quarterback switch, right?
Well, I think when he just goes like this, he can make that work a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a pretty good. He
no.
was a #1 pick. He's a good quarterback. He was in a shit system in Miami.
Right.
This system fits him perfect.
Right. Oh,
Perfect.
well, when you don't have to, you just gotta make it. I mean, he made a beautiful pass right off that turnover. For that one.
I know you're
touchdown.
not one for giving guys credit, but he deserves a lot of
I
credit.
just did.
For this guy has turned this team around. I mean,
Oh.
they were going nowhere fast.
Right. What were they? 2-4 or 2?
So why does it make a difference that the one quarterback can't hand the ball off to the running back, but the other one can? What's your
Well, no, I think it's just
and who was I don't even remember his name.
it
was
Mariota.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota,
Yeah.
right? You know that in that Chip Kelly's guy,
Yeah.
It is.
right?
Bring it back.
she heard you talking about her. She just joined.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Well,
know.
yes, I'll clean it up.
No, it's just the. I think the Mariota thing kind of was the same with the Flyers with Drew and you got the certain guys, and Voracek type of thing where
Hey, great
they need to
segue
move on.
for Claude Giroux. 5 years as the captain.
Yeah,
Really?
5 years.
Wow.
I mean he's putting up numbers.
That he does.
It's
He's like Mike Schmidt. He hits home runs when they don't count.
you said that. Not
Sorry, did I just say that?
Yeah. It's.
I'm a Claude fan. I just
It's.
I
but it's just his time to move on. I mean, he's. I think he's what, fourth? What did I see the other day? Third or fourth?
There you go.
Fourth in the league. What was he? Third or fourth? I think he was in most points over the past 6-7 years.
Oh no, there's he's a great hockey player.
Right.
This may sound crazy, but I think he plays better with less talent around him.
Well, that could be.
I've seen him put better talent on that first line, and I just don't. I think he's a better playmaker when he has to. You got Travis Konechny on that line, but we jumped to the Flyers, and that's my fault because you led me right into that with the.
No, it's okay. You're allowed to do that.
But we were talking playoff football.
Right.
San Fran.
Yeah, I'm saying San Fran.
How about the AFC game? KC, Titans.
That's a tough one. I'm going to have to go Titans. Just because the ball's rolling that way.
Right. Hot team. You're going to roll with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking the story with the Titans myself.
I just you almost have to, right? But I hate seeing all three of us agree to it.
Well, that might be good because
what I mean?
that's going to hurt my fantasy team for the playoffs if the Kansas City.
Nobody cares about
That's
your
going to kill
fantasy
mine.
teams.
So.
You want to hold my trophy?
I'll be taking that back.
You want to hold my trophy? You want to feel good?
Oh,
you want to feel good? You want to take it home?
Thanks.
Show it to the boys. Say
Get
this is what I should have won.
Yeah. Got it all polished.
We're having way too much fun tonight. Way too much fun.
Did I say Carl Henderson on there?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No.
What is your trophy, though?
I did notice that.
The
I have an engraving machine, so
we did name it after you, so I think that's good enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the Lombardi got the first champion.
Well, there you go.
After Lombardi, so that's why it had to be the Henderson Trophy.
We'll present it to you again.
But
everybody's taking KC.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody's taking Kansas City, and Vrabel's.
Thanks, Ryan.
His famous quote.
Hey, Stephanie's
Nobody
on.
expects us to win.
Congrats, Steph, for Connor getting invited to Phillies spring training. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. We're pulling for him and all the guys that got invited. So
he's in town this week now.
Yep. Congrats. You got to be a proud mom right there.
Absolutely.
Proud mom. We're glad to have you on the show.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us, and you always got good stuff to throw our way. We appreciate it.
Yep.
So, Andy's year. So everybody's leaning towards Andy, huh?
Well, that's what
is that the sentimental Philly crowd?
Yeah, I'm not.
Is that what that is?
I'm not sentimental.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, that's what people are saying, but like I said, I think the Titans have got.
That's a good team. Hey, what happened to LaShawn McCoy? I meant to ask you.
I know.
Did he get sent home with his?
Yeah, I don't know because they were
Williams. Is that his name?
Well, Damian Williams was their main running back,
but McCoy doesn't even get a. He don't even get a.
Yeah, he was supposed to be
nothing.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the guy.
I mean,
they saved
Suggs moved in on defense. And
right.
he's making big plays.
Yeah,
he's helping them out a big time deal.
Yes, he did.
Big deal there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they made a lot of they picked up a lot of guys along the way.
Yeah, little veterans here,
Yeah, that's
plug in here and there.
Andy's learned his lesson, did he?
I would. See that's the part that frustrates me because
clock management.
Well, no, that he's going
to learn. Whoa!
What?
If KC goes, my This Fan's View shirt goes.
What?
That's your.
I don't understand that. We have to explain that.
That's
comment
your department over there. Just send it back. We'll re-gift it. Holy cow! We can't have that kind of talk.
Oh, look at Fico's comment.
What'd he say? Where's he
at?
Tennessee.
He's find a way to lose it.
Well, that's what we're defending.
Right.
That's what we're trying to figure out here.
That's the Andy Reid thing. He's.
It's the big game for him.
Well, the problem is he's too predictable. as far as he doesn't. He's stubborn. I guess that he stays with the
It's
same.
the crush the coach hour.
No, it's not. It's just he puts up video game numbers every year. I mean,
How do you not with Patrick Mahomes?
well, but I'm
How
just
do you not?
and Tyreek Hill and
How do you
Yeah,
not?
I mean,
Come on, explain that one
he's
to me.
got the utilities to do it.
right. But it's
So
but,
is he the? Is he the? Is he? The
he is going
quarter-
to be a deciding factor.
Is it going to come down to him?
It's going to come down to him. That's my thought anyway. Because think about if we had the team he has, what we would do with it. Or if you take any other coach that has a team that he has, how would they coach it differently?
We are a tough bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Nope.
So
Just them two, Sandy, because I got this. Just them two.
yeah, I agree with Jerry. Clock management's an F.
Here,
Oh
let me,
yeah.
let
And
me get the
he's
Henderson Trophy out. Proud.
he still hasn't learned how to manage clock
No, and that,
after all these years.
Who
Yeah.
does though? Who does?
well, Vrabel did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, he out Belichick.
that's a little bit different because he's trying to. I mean, come on, he brought in a backup quarterback, right? You got you're running with a backup quarterback.
Right.
Who's his superstar? His running back?
Yeah.
Henry.
Well, that offensive line's pretty good.
They're pretty good. You know what I mean? He's building that team. And
But-
nobody had them going anywhere for crying out loud.
Oh no. I mean, they weren't.
So okay, all right. So I'll jump in again. Do you see a little Belichick in him?
Absolutely.
There you go. You're feeling better now, aren't you? Because it's your second team. See,
No, Vrabel-
you get that grin. You're glowing. See, it's your second team. Your Eagles are out, which you predicted because Doug stinks. You know what I mean? So you're rolling right into it.
Well-
I told you I was getting even.
It's okay.
I told you.
No,
It's
but
coming.
Vrabel is doing. He's putting his team in the best position to win.
Absolutely.
I mean, what they
That's your
throw?
favorite line.
Well, it is, but that's what a coach's job is to do. You got. They're on their man, Tennessee, going against Tennessee.
Are they?
Yeah, they're on their man as far as talent. If you just line up talent,
If you go man for man, okay, I agree.
in
Some cases.
right. But but it's a team sport.
Yep.
So
Yep.
how do you counteract that? Is by keeping that offense sitting on the bench. He's going to have 8-minute drives, 9-minute drives, giving Henry the ball.
But he also can be the feature back. He can also do things downfield. You know what I mean? He's just not a runner.
Oh no, but I'm just saying. But he's going to use Henry, and Henry's going to pound on everybody all day long.
That's why we're here, Sandy.
Yeah. It's he's going to pound on him, and then in the fourth quarter, it's going to be like, I gotta tackle this guy again.
So he's got the Titans and San Fran. You got the Titans and
San Fran.
San.
Wow.
See, I can't. Yeah, I got to be different. You guys are killing me.
But you know what? But I could this weekend you can see any of the 4 teams. To be honest with you, I mean,
You really can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, like I said, for personal reasons, I want.
Well, let me ask you this: since you're now a Titans fan, if Kansas City comes out flat like they did last week,
Mm-hmm.
and the Titans jump them,
Kansas City's not coming back from that.
that was my question. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm all right. Just
No.
need some
What
ice.
happens? What happens if he faints on a live show? Huh? This going to be a first?
You got 20
I
minutes.
got 20 minutes. I think I
so-
can make it 20 minutes.
Can you hang in there?
We got
Yeah, I
at
think
least
I'm
20
good.
minutes, and then
Seriously?
we'll give you
You
CPR
need to
after
call-
that.
You
No,
need to
neither
call
one of you.
medics?
Let me die. Neither one of you guys give me CPR.
Okay, you heard it, people.
I know I'm not. So, I'll
There
let
you go. Thank you.
I'll let you hold the trophy.
Your last breath will be polishing the trophy.
Yeah.
I don't see the Titans making the mistakes that the Houston Texans did. I mean, I went out, used the bathroom after they scored that touchdown and they kicked off and then they fumbled. It was like it was in slow motion. I'm like, what was this? I'm like, is this a replay? Because it like the guy stopped when he caught the ball and there was nobody in front of him, and I'm like,
there's no way that can.
I'm like,
happen.
what?
Hey, we got a Green Bay Packer fan live on the board. Pierre's a big Packer fan. Big Bay.
I mean, no, but you can't count Brayton or Rodgers out.
Like you said, you can't count any of them out. You're down to the Final Four.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is for the Super Bowl now.
Yeah. I mean, the only way the Kansas City loses is it's the Big Red.
The Big Red coughs it up and gets out coached.
Right.
And
So Mrs. Fico agrees with us.
Tennessee doesn't let up if they get the lead. Titans, San Francisco. See, everybody's jumping on the Titans bandwagon.
Well, it's
I just think that's the way
that
that the shift is going.
They're the hot team.
They are.
They are the hot team of all these teams.
Yeah.
They're the hot. I mean, what was Green Bay's record? 13-3.
Yeah, they were
right. San Francisco had a big record.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the Titans. What are they? 9-7.
Yeah.
Right.
10-6. Yeah.
No, it's not an illness. It's surgery recovery. But I'll take the hot toddy anyway.
I like her thought process.
Yeah, I like that too.
Well, we were having a conversation with the when she's a big Red fan, as well, Kansas City fan, with the family is Kansas City fans, and we were joking back and forth when the game was going on, and she wasn't sure if she was going to have a team to root for in the Super Bowl, and then she's like, well, just more time to drink.
So Jerry Nalen, you're our resident gambler. So minus the points.
Oh, wait. You're in the game. Okay, we need to talk after the show. I'll hit you up over the weekend.
What's the what are we doing with the points? Because you got some points to lay there. I know you're a big you're in the gaming industry, so I need some help this weekend.
I like Jerry's picks though, because that'll seal up the victory for this guy. For the fantasy football.
Here, hold this. Hold my
please,
trophy.
Jerry. Please be true.
Hold my trophy.
Please, Jerry. Come on.
Hold my trophy.
Come on.
Since you don't drink, I won't let you hold my beer. Hey, so we got to move on.
Absolutely.
We're almost 45 minutes in, and we've had a lot of fun. Though.
Oh, absolutely.
We really have.
Absolutely.
Philly spring training. Our good friend Joe Stinger's already been down there. Our other Steve Potter reports every day. A lot of pictures, comments, players that have been through. So spring training's 30 some days away? 32? 28?
Yeah.
Is it? Are we down to 28?
Yeah.
Is it
We're
really?
down to 20.
That's all right. It's
Wow.
okay. Whatever you break, you buy. 28 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's February 10th.
Okay. What's you guys got to know Double opinion? I mean,
It's long overdue.
Yeah.
just cut it and
Yeah.
Get rid of
let
him.
it go.
Get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's never going to put on a minor
No.
league Phillies uniform, right?
No.
Please tell me that.
You better not.
I doubt.
I can't
Right.
see that.
Unless- I mean, so okay. So he's been designated for assignment. If nobody picks him up between now and the next 28 days, does he show up at spring training?
Well, they only have 7 days to.
Really? Then what? Then he's ours.
They have 7 days to trade him,
Yeah.
which is now like 6 days or 5.
Right.
Since they re-signed him. But
Okay, so week goes by, nobody wants him.
Mhm.
We keep him.
Well, he's Philly's property.
He's your
yes.
property.
Right.
Yeah. You own him.
So then when we go to spring training, is he going to be there?
Well, they got to make that decision.
Right.
Well, yeah, because they could just release him,
Which they probably should do.
which is I mean, I guess they're hoping that within that 7 days somebody wants to claim him.
February 11th, pitchers and catchers.
Yeah,
We got solid information.
it is. It's
I'm going
the
to be there the 14th.
11th for some and 12th for the other. But yeah,
And that's,
I think the Phillies is the
that's
11th.
Connor Brogdon's mom
Yeah.
giving us the official,
Because she knows, because the pitcher's
so
catcher.
she knows.
Yep,
She knows.
I'll be there the 14th. to the
Joe
18th.
saying he was told to stay away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting.
Nice.
Because of this fans view shirt or what? We gotta get his.
Well, wait,
Not Joe.
Joe, Sandy will. She don't want her shirt anymore.
We got another one for you. He got it stripped off of him.
We're not. We got to find out what Sandy means by all this. But we may have jumped in on that too soon.
Right.
But anyway, because I think she'll wear it to the Super Bowl or something.
Mr. Potter told him.
Really?
Yeah.
See, there's more inside scoop.
I know.
Huh? This is good stuff.
All right.
Mr. Potter.
This is
So-
good stuff.
So when
This isn't out there. You can't get this anywhere else. WIP in reporting this.
that's true. So you're leaving the 5th. And how long are you going to be down there for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
I don't think he's
So
coming back.
yeah, I know. So I will try to be down there the 2nd week. Can't do the 1st week.
Hey, look. You don't have to commit to me.
I'm just telling you.
I'm good on my own.
I understand that.
I'm good on my
But
own. I've been saving up my gift cards.
No, I think
Good.
we need to do another parking lot show.
Yeah. No, I think we've moved on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
Right.
funny because actually when we were there in April last year,
Right.
and I came around that way into the handicap
Yeah.
park in there, and I'm like, man, this looks familiar. And I'm like, man, this is like the set here.
You know you're never going to get a smile out of him ever again.
That wasn't
right?
funny.
Was it? Why?
That was a very impromptu situation that we made the best of.
I'm just saying, but I felt
We
At
had
home.
We had a champagne toast.
it was beautiful.
We
did.
pulled it off, and here you are ridiculing us.
I'm not ridiculing anything. I like the alligators floating in the.
Hold it. Hold that.
I like the.
That's it. You're done for 13 minutes.
Oh man.
You're done. Green Bay and Tennessee, 7.5. That's a big number.
Wow.
That's a big number. That's a big number in two really big championship games.
Wow.
So we'll get back on
Yeah.
that. We got some Phillies talk. Next week we got the Reading banquet.
Oh, when's that?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's right. You're not allowed to talk. It's Tuesday night, the
Tuesday night.
21st.
Okay.
Joe Girardi's going to be there.
Really?
Yeah.
Vinny Velasquez is going to be there.
Roman
Roman Quinn's going to be there.
Wow.
The Fanatic's going to be there.
We're gonna be there.
Scott Fransky's going to be there.
Wow.
Would you like to go?
I would.
Okay, well,
I
come,
would.
Come on. We're
There's gonna be a lot of nice.
we've got
charity.
Carl's Cards is handling.
There's a list of about 18 things that are.
Yeah, we
items
got a
that
big
for auction.
stake in the auction this
Should I
year.
wear my
so
my white shirt for that? The white This Fans View shirt?
it's entirely up to you. But that's the Reading banquet at what's the name of the hotel? Come on, I didn't write it down. Come on, you gotta help me out.
I got.
But he's not allowed to talk,
I know.
so.
I got put in the corner. I'm not allowed to talk.
Just
Let me
hold
look
the
into the
and
crystal
stop
ball.
Stop petting it. That don't look good. That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
Oh,
So we got we're all going Titans, we're all going San
San
Fran,
Francisco, yeah.
and we're all going Odubel out of here,
Yes.
right?
Wow, I didn't even hesitate for that one. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, old doubles.
Yeah. I think he should have been out here long before now, but yeah.
How about a little bit of back to the Flyers a little bit?
Absolutely.
Some bad Carter Hart
Yeah,
news
what
today.
happened? So tell me what happened.
Apparently a abdominal injury,
He's got
you
sports hernia.
know, out minimum of 2 to 3 weeks.
Nick wants to know is it the Crown Plaza?
Crown,
Yes, it
thank
is.
you,
There
Nick.
you go.
Appreciate
And,
it.
Lauren actually got
Crown-
it right too.
Crown Plaza.
Lauren
Thank-
posted it before that.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks, Lauren.
Yep. Crown Plaza tickets are still available. It's the best. It's what I think it's $25.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, you get to meet Joe, you get to meet all the players,
Right.
and us.
Yeah.
And us.
All right. I
Plus,
might actually dress up for that one.
plus you got a little bit of
Who's going to be back up now? What's that mean? Who's
Back up for
now?
Carter.
Oh, the backup.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Alex Lyon.
line.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in St. Louis tonight.
So how long is he out
Elliot's
Elliott's in net. Alex Lyon's the backup. We don't know. They're saying 2 to 3 weeks, but that's
Really?
that's a tough injury.
I was going to say, because
That's a tough injury.
Jackson was out for months.
well, if he
It
gets the
depends if
surgery,
surgery is necessary.
Gotcha.
So I guess they got to figure out the degree of
Yeah,
Hockey players are a little more tougher than
Yeah.
some of these other athletes.
but unfortunately, he's a goalie though. That's still
This is true.
you know,
this is
not
true.
that means they're softer, but it's just he's got to
Yep.
move more.
Alex Lyon. Did I pronounce his name wrong, Nick? I'm sorry if I did. It's Alex Lyon. Alex Lyon. Here's the link for the tickets to the Reading Fightins.
Thanks,
Oh,
Lauren.
thanks,
There you go.
Lauren.
Lauren, she's the best.
She's awesome.
She's the
Right
best.
on it.
She's the best. You see the trophy, honey? You see the trophy? My holder and presenter, the Philly curse. It's only 4 games because of the All-Star break. What's
nice.
only 4 games?
He's only out for 4 games.
The All-Star makes it.
Oh, because
The All-Star break.
yeah, that's a whole week that
Right.
they're off.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't following the page, Nick. I'm sorry.
That's right. I'll take care of that.
I thought that was part of what you're doing over there. The screen got small, and I don't know.
Yeah.
God. She's glad the plate
I'm
fits.
glad the plate.
Yeah, we had a lot of work to do that. I actually ordered one.
And it got a typo on it still.
What's that?
No, it just didn't have Carl's name on it.
Oh no! But I had another one, and it ended up being too big. Yeah,
I'll print a new plate. I'll make it right.
yeah. I have a plate, just too big.
I
But,
thought you sent me a picture with the one with Carl Henderson's name on it.
right.
So speaking of injuries, what are we going to do with our superstar center Joel Embiid?
So is he out for good?
No,
No,
Okay.
was it
No.
6-8 weeks maybe?
no, he's
Okay.
out for a while.
Yeah, about
Wow.
6 weeks.
He's out for a while.
Shooting hand?
I don't think it is.
left hand,
No,
left
I don't
hand.
think it is.
No,
But
it's
you
not.
know, I mean,
He was
he's-
just shooting out there with one hand.
he's got the ball,
Oh.
you know, in his hands so much that
Right.
you know.
Well, any hand injury is not good.
So, do the trade deadline? Do they go get somebody? They need a shooter regardless whether he's there or not. They need somebody.
Yeah, I mean, they need to get somebody. It's just a matter of
You know,
who you
Ben
giving up.
Simmons refuses to shoot the ball. The other, Mike Scott, can't shoot the ball.
Yeah,
Tobias Harris is hot, cold, hot, cold. What are we doing? We trading Jake Voracek to the Sixers?
Jack's on, so you'll.
What
I'm sure
are
there'll
we
be a-
doing?
Well, I'm still waiting.
Can we,
We've got 5 minutes or 10 minutes left, and we have no Voracek reference yet.
Well, when I see these comments about all Philly teams need new trainers and medical staff, how do they prevent the injuries? How do you prevent that
figure-
Joel Embiid injury?
Yeah, I mean that's a freak injury.
I mean, I constantly see goalies stretching and
right.
I mean, how do you prevent that? How is that related to trainers? And
That was even in practice. You know,
know-
unless he did it the night before.
hey,
and
look, I'm all for having John crush somebody. So you tell me how, and I'll sick him on him.
I mean, Brett Brown's the one that's the problem.
There we go.
Yeah,
It's. I knew that the coach would be coming in play sooner or later.
I mean, he's too.
I agree with you, by the way.
I mean, he's too soft on him.
He bit. I don't know about soft.
Well,
his
soft.
his play calling is horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
down the stretch, and and he doesn't make them. He wants to be their friend.
Give up the trophy.
That seems to
Time
be,
is up.
that seems to be a Philly coach thing.
Well, that's what we talked about. A couple of weeks ago. Before they got Girardi came in, that everything's the same with all the Philly sports teams. That they're, and then we got the new coach for the Flyers as
Right.
well, and so hopefully things are turning around. Where Doug was soft, or wants to be their friend too much, and he got a little bit tougher with them.
Okay.
We need Brett Brown. The problem is Brett Brown's known Ben Simmons since he was 12 years old, 11
Right.
years old, whatever it was in
So
Australia.
how do you separate that?
And so, just you tell him, hey, you can't do this, and it's like telling your kid,
Yeah.
he just ignores you,
Yeah.
unless you beat him down,
Well, you can do
Well,
that.
let me ask you. He sold the media and the fans. Coach did.
Yeah.
That he asked Ben to take one 3-point shot a game.
And ever since then, he hasn't done that.
Is that asking a lot?
No. Well, no, it's not, none of it is. And
I mean, tell him to back down Joel and get him inside the paint,
Right.
and stop taking so many threes.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, that's the thing. It's just you're not putting your team in the best position, and it's also Ben Simmons doesn't have the marbles. You know, he doesn't want.
No, you can say it.
I mean, that's
You
what
can
it is.
say
He
it.
doesn't have the marbles. I
You
mean,
can say it.
you saw him the first
It's all
half.
good.
You saw him the first half the other game in Indiana. He scores 20 points. He's going
All right.
going crazy.
So we got 5 minutes. We got
How about-
5
How
minutes.
about those Astros?
How about them Astros? Huh? How about that baseball scandal? They're going to lose another manager.
Well, everybody's losing managers,
Well,
They
there's-
lost 2, right?
right?
The
Yeah,
GM.
Well,
and then
the
4.
manager and the GM
Right.
with the Astros, the manager in Boston, who
Yeah.
was the bench coach for the Astros the year they won,
Okay.
and now
Beltran.
Carlos Beltran,
Oh, right.
the
With the
newly hired manager with the Mets.
Right.
He's gonna be stepping down.
There's rumor he's stepping down
Really?
because he was
He was the player that needed the help.
Right.
You know, he was playing at the time, and you know,
baseball scandal. Man, I'll tell you, there's so much to talk about.
I mean, look at it this way: what's worse, Pete Rose, or the,
That seems
or the
like
scandal?
that seems like a slap on the wrist right now.
You know, I mean, and this is all coming, you know, with the players. I mean, we have a list here of the 2017 playoffs, the home
Yeah,
home and away
look at
stats.
that. How about this one? Which one do we pull
Altuve.
apart? Altuve. At home, he's batting 472. On the road, where's he at? Away, he's batting $143. How about that? What's that tell you?
Yep.
Huh? What's that tell you? Anybody
That's-
wants that list of numbers? It's amazing. These guys at home versus on the road.
These guys aren't even average players on the road in the postseason there with them, and these are their superstars. 200s, their 211s, their highest on the road. 211.
When they don't have the trash can,
Right. You
they
know?
don't have the trash can.
Right.
Who the hell ever thought of that?
Well, that's the way they got it all scaled down from the video camera
Yeah.
in center field, breaking down in the video next to the dugout.
Right.
Well, and they were
But-
claiming that it was the live feed that the MLB was putting in their dugout for the instant replays, and so they were seeing the catcher. You know how we see it on TV. They were seeing the catcher's signals,
Right.
and banging on the trash can. It's a fastball, a curveball, whatever.
But who thought of doing that?
Well, that and I mean, it's
It's
just
so stupid.
Advantage.
But-
How about Denny McLean with
with sandpaper.
file. doctoring up the baseball all the
Yeah.
years? How the hell do you think he won 30 games that year?
I'll take the World Series away from him.
Crazy. We need another hour. It's been a great show.
We talked about that
It's
last
been
week.
a great. It's probably.
I think we need to go to 90 minutes.
I think it's probably been one of our best shows.
You know, it's
It's all about the trophy, folks,
yes, it is.
and who's got it
This
and
guy.
who wants it.
This guy.
We've had more fun with this stinking thing.
God.
I think this is fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, of course you do, because you want it.
And I didn't cheat either. I didn't cheat. I won all these games fair and square.
And you know why you did that? I'll tell you why. Because you did your inner Belichick. Because every week you've played, because you're so busy here at the store, you would send to me the same roster that they played the week before, use their players, and beat them with their own players.
Imagine if I wasn't so busy and I really put my heart and
I
soul
know,
into
but that's
it.
what I'm saying.
You wouldn't even be sitting
I
here.
wanted it.
You would have got crushed.
Oh, you know.
Oh my God.
You know, I mean, that's how impressive it was.
Take the World Series away from them. Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know. They've never done anything like that,
Nah.
right?
No, I mean I mean, and then what are you going to do? We're going to do it with the Red Sox too, because the Red Sox did
Hey,
it too.
how pissed off are the
The
Dodgers?
Dodgers?
Huh?
Yeah.
How pissed off are the LA Dodgers? Right? Right? How about that?
Yeah.
Do we feel sorry for them?
No.
No.
Nah, not really.
But yeah, I mean the Dodgers
Wait.
back-to-back years.
Philly can't get blamed for any of this, can they?
Oh, we will.
I'm sure they'll find a way.
Philly can't get blamed,
Yeah,
right?
they'll find a way to blame us.
Huh? Come on,
Absolutely find a way
seriously.
to blame us.
You know, there'll be
Seriously.
some kind of Philly
There's
thing.
going to be some Philly connection.
It'll all go back to Bill Meyer out in the bullpen. He started it all. You know, that's how you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
It'll all lead
great
back to
show,
him.
guys.
Yep.
Great
Great
show.
show.
Great show. I don't usually comment how great the shows have been, but this was good.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
It started with Harold, and we had the trophy and the scandal, and
I didn't pass out.
you didn't pat. Thank God. There for a minute, I thought you were going down. I was like working on like,
exit plan.
what are we going to do with this guy?
Well, it would make it would be a good show if I passed out.
Maybe.
I think.
Possibly.
Oh, well,
but-
no, it's been awesome,
Yeah.
and hey, for everybody, February 12th, mark it down.
Yeah.
Bernie Perrant,
Yep.
legendary goalie Bernie Perrant, PJ Willihan's Newtown Square. I don't know how they pulled this one off. They must know somebody,
Yes, they do.
and he'll be in the house. We'll be in the house, right?
Yep.
So we're looking forward to that, but we'll be back here next week.
Next week here.
We'll be back here next week.
The 22nd.
Second. Yep.
22nd, so that'll be the day after the banquet. Hopefully, I'll see a bunch of you guys out at the banquet Tuesday night.
Yep.
Hopefully, I'll be feeling better.
Hopefully. So, hey, great show.
Yep.
A lot of laughs.
Yep.
A lot of laughs. Thank you.
Married to the hospital.
Yeah. Thanks, Tyler.
Congrats to Harold Carmichael again, the centennial
Yes,
class of
absolutely.
2020, much deserving. I always loved the way he used to beat up on the Cowboys.
Oh, Nick
Well,
said
and that's
So-
that's the whole.
It's not showing up on
yeah.
mine.
And that's how the
Jesus.
Hey, thanks
his,
again.
his streak
Yeah.
ended was with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Another
So-
reason why I hate the Cowboys.
Christ.
And what the most humblest guy of all when you're listening
He's
to
one
him
of the
talk.
best.
Yeah,
He's one of the
absolutely.
best.
Ooh.
He's one of the best.
Mhm.
What happened?
He's one of the best.
Yes,
So,
yes.
hey, thanks everybody for joining in. We hope
I'm
you
done.
had as much fun as we did.
Absolutely.
And if you missed it, you'll be able to check us out on Facebook Live replay, right?
Yeah.
On YouTube.
And YouTube.
I will
What's our-
hopefully have that tomorrow.
Once our man gets back up to speed.
Yeah, I
and,
got 3 shows I got to do. I didn't do
you
the
know,
last couple weeks.
You did?
But
No.
all good. And have a great night. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you.